We've all heard that our consumer-driven, polluting economy is destroying the planet, and yet we just don't seem to be able to change course. Could it be that we're all bound to this unsustainable economy by something we barely discuss or even notice? Could it all come down to the way we've privatised land? What does land and its privatisation have to do with it? It is this that this short video explores. In our society, unless we inherit, we all have to pay our rent or mortgage, and this is no small thing. Did you know that the term mortgage comes from the Latin debt until death? Just think about it. Land for housing is by far the biggest lifelong cost we face, and it's not optional, we need it to survive. This pressure is enormous, and it's getting much worse. So, because we need to pay our rent or mortgage week after week, year after year, we're all forced into whatever work will pay. We're also forced into a whole host of cheap consumer options, all made possible by cheap oil. With all of us needing this, the market economy is driven on and on, in a relentless pursuit of growth. Even if you decided not to participate in this economic system and build your own house and grow your own food, you'd first need to buy the land, and this would involve a lot of dropping in to our current economic system. In summary, what this video is saying is that there's a powerful connection between the privatisation of land, our consequent need for paid work, and our endless dependence on economic growth. So how could we find a way out of this unsustainable cycle? Well, stepping right back, the first thing we could ask is, why do we so unquestionably accept that land is private and has to be paid for? After all, land wasn't created by the market, or the state for that matter. It was created by nature, and we all need it to survive. So, and here's the big question, could we break this cycle of dependence on unsustainable market growth by having a different approach to land? Well, actually, there is a different approach. In this alternative, people don't own land, but rather live and are productive on land commons. Far from fringe, local collaboration on land commons happens to be the oldest and most widespread model of economic productivity. However, many people in the developed West have simply forgotten about our heritage of land commons, a heritage that largely ended with the enclosure of the commons in Europe by the 18th century, and an enclosure which spread through the world through a capitalist colonisation. With so many major problems on the horizon, such as climate change, surely it's time to question land privatisation and the way it's committing everyone to endless and reckless economic growth. This might all sound huge, but there are simple and effective ways to develop land commons, and we're closer to an option than you might think. At this website, check out one idea for a work and housing land common that could flourish in a modern and urban setting.